Luke 10:1 says the Lord appointed 72 others and then he sent them out ahead of him. That's systems thinking. Jesus built something that could multiply without his physical presence, which that's not just leadership, it's actually a legacy architecture. Systems are how stewardship becomes an inheritance. Luke 16:10 says, whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. Faithfulness is proven by consistency, and consistency only exists where systems exist. So here's the hard truth. If your business can't be explained, trained, and transferred, it can't be inherited. Biblical stewardship doesn't ask, can I make money? It does ask, can someone else steward this after me? In Exodus 18, Moses figured this out the hard way. He was actually exhausted, overwhelmed, and bottlenecked. And his friend Jethro looks at him and he says, what you're doing's not good. You'll surely wear yourself out. And then he gives him a set of systems, leaders over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. And here's the key line, Exodus 18:23. It says, if you do this, all these people will go to their place in peace. Peace comes from structure. Legacy comes from delegation. So what's this mean for us as business owners today? God's command to steward well demands systems. Systems turn knowledge into inheritance, values into culture, and effort into continuity. If your children, your partners, and your successors can't understand how decisions are made, how money flows, and how the leadership operates, nothing's being passed down except confusion. And biblical legacy is not emotional, it's operational. So the question I want to leave you with today is, does your vision survive your absence? God doesn't bless chaos and call it faith. He blesses order, stewardship, and intentional transfer. So build systems that teach, build systems that delegate, and build systems that endure. Because in God's kingdom, the goal is not just success, it's succession. And that's the kingdom edge. That's all I got.
Yay, that was amazing.
You know how they drop the mic and they walk off? I'm just going to drop the laptop and then walk off.
I tried, but I couldn't find the camera button to just turn it off. And
you got to drop your finger on the mute button.
I tried to keep it short and sweet for you, to the point.
Beautiful, man. I appreciate you so much, man. That was great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your wisdom.
Absolutely. It's an honor.
Always good to hear from you. And if anybody has any questions, Aaron loves to answer questions. That's his favorite thing to do. So find him and pick his brain.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Aaron.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. All right, let's move on. Who's ready for? Okay, so you see here, who is entertained? Are you not entertained? This is supposed to be me as Felipe Maximus. This is the best humor attempt that I have. That's all I got.
We might have to AI that. One thing we're gonna have to AI that and put you.
Yeah. I know, right? But let's find Dan. Hopefully he's still around. Dan, Geraldine is gonna find you, and she's gonna make you a panelist. And I am so excited. Let me give a little intro of Dan. All right. Daniel McClem is the co-founder of Investor Base. He's a former commercial real estate broker and former founder of Hawks Real Estate, which was a nationwide wholesaling operation doing 10 plus deals per month across 10 states with 12 different hedge funds. He shut down Hawks Real Estate in order to start Investor Base after institutional buyers exited markets in 2022. And there became a strong need for better buyer targeting. Ain't that the truth? Investor Base is used by thousands of wholesale companies, providing users with access to over 10 million buyers nationwide and specializing in finding the most likely buyer for any deal. Daniel holds a BS in commercial real estate finance from the College of Charleston and has his SC broker's license and holds a CCIM designation for commercial investment underwriting. You're a fancy man, Dan. I can't even pronounce those abbreviations. But thank you for being here, sir. I am super excited to have you on and have you share this amazing thing you've built with us.
Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to be here. Can you hear me all right?
I can. I just tried to unmute you, so you might be muted now. Can you hear me?
Yep, about that.
Okay, beautiful. Let me make you a presenter, sir, and take it away.
Beautiful. Well, Felipe, appreciate that introduction. I thought my introduction was Aaron's there for a second when you said this is one of my favorite people of all time, and I was like, wow. I was like, Felipe, I know we know each other, man, but
Yeah,
I'm
no
like,
quite
is he
there.
actually
We're
about to
getting there.
introduce me like this?
Yeah,
But
we'll get in there. After a few more dinners, I'm easy. Okay.
well, look, I understand why Aaron is your favorite person of all time. I was incredibly inspired by that, Aaron. I might have you come talk some shop to my company at some point. That was awesome, man. Appreciate you doing that.
I love it. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, I'm excited to be here. Excited to talk some Dispo strategy to y'all today. Whether you are an agent or you're a wholesaler, I think we could all agree that in 2026, we are in a very interesting market when it comes to selling houses, right? Whether it's retail or whether it is a wholesaler and you are trying to move it to an end buyer, right? So, what we're going to talk about today is essentially, I'll keep it fairly short and then we can jump into the product. But um, we have had the opportunity at Investor Base to be in a lot of different rooms. For one, we're in about 5 different masterminds now. We went to about 21 events just last year. I was out of town 21 weeks of the year. It was a little wild at events. We've onboarded over 4,000 wholesale companies in the last 2 years or last 20 months. And then me personally, I've actually dispoed a lot of deals. So, culminating all of these different things over the last year, I would say that I've essentially stolen some really good tips and tricks and tactics from some of the top wholesale companies nationwide, and I've gotten a good lens into, hey, what are they doing that makes them different than another wholesale company, right? And so that's the main gist of what we're going to talk about today is, hey, what are some of the key characteristics? What are some of the key tactics that we can use in our business, not next year, but today? And why is it applicable in 2026? Okay. So excited to be here and excited to dive in. Felipe, am I good to share my screen and just jump in?
Yes, sir. You should. I made you a presenter, so let me know if you're able to share the screen.
Let's see. Sharing screen too. Man, I've never used WebEx before. Big Zoom guy. Hang on.
It's a little different. There you go. I can see a purple screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to my slide deck. Hang on one second. Share something else.
And if you hit share again, it could ask you if you have multiple monitors. It could ask you which one you want to share. I got to do the same thing with mine.
Right. Usually it does that. Hang on, let me get out.
But yeah, take your time.
Stop share. All right, here we go. That's my screen too. I'll just move it over to my screen and we can do it in front of me.
Yeah, okay.
Better.
Sounds
And
good.
y'all
And
can-
if anybody has any questions, hopefully we'll have a little time then at the end to go over any Q&A. If anybody, just drop it in the chat and then just hold your questions until the end and then we'll get to them.
Perfect. Do you still see a purple screen?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, that's my background, and I have a slide deck pulled up in front of that. Show me in front of that.
Is it PowerPoint or is it Google Slides?
It's Google Slides.
Google Slides.
Yeah, hang on one second.
Okay.
Yeah,